Communications and Information Minister Josephine Teo says that changes to the Cybersecurity Act are not a reactive measure. Rather, it's designed to tackle future challenges in the fast-changing digital landscape. This comes as Parliament passed amendments to the existing bill. Major changes include making it mandatory for service providers to share details of cyber attacks and updated laws for the use of new technologies like cloud computing. 16 MPs rose in support of the bill, though they wanted some clarifications. For instance, how to designate these critical information infrastructure, or CII, and other entities that would come under the expanded rules, or how local authorities can work with international counterparts to regulate computer systems that are located overseas. A top of mind for MPs was the compliance costs that would be incurred by firms.
We do not want regulatory compliance to unfairly favor established companies. SMEs may find it particularly challenging to meet the new requirements due to limited budgets and cybersecurity expertise. If they fail to comply, SMEs might face penalties or be forced out of certain markets, reducing the diversity of the business ecosystem and possibly leading to consolidation in certain industries, which could stifle innovation and competition.
The expanded coverage of the bill will also impose significant responsibilities on CII owners to monitor systems that are currently owned by their vendors, which could be, at this juncture, beyond their immediate or direct control and supervision. How would the government, in this instance, support the owners of CII to exercise oversight on these overseas vendors and suppliers, especially if these suppliers and vendors are not obliged by their own local laws to disclose instances of cyber incidents to CII owners in Singapore?
In response, Senior Minister of State for Communications and Information, Janil Puthucheary, says that the new provisions take into account the cross-border nature of new technology. He adds that the new regulations will not affect most SMEs and that the Cybersecurity Agency, or CSA, will extend support to regulated entities to ensure that the changes are implemented effectively.
Where a provider of essential services faces certain constraints, CSA is prepared to work with them on possible arrangements that can be made. However, if there are no solutions on the market that are adequately secure, the provider of essential services should take responsibility for building the CII it needs. The security of our essential services cannot be and should not be compromised.